So children, yesterday we were discussing about the characteristics of pure substances. So we all have discussed about the pure substances. So what is a pure substance? A pure substance is a homogeneous substance with only one kind of molecules in it. A homogeneous substance. So if we see the characteristics of pure substances, children, a pure substance is a substance with only one kind of molecules. Like in water, if you take one glass of water, can you see anything? It is clear. It is pure. So it is called as pure substance. So if you mix something in water, then will it be pure? Will it be a homogeneous substance? If you mix something, I mean, if you're, even if you're mixing the sugar, so the presence of any one kind of molecules in a substance often alters or modifies the physical properties of the pure substance. A pure substance can be solid, liquid, or a gas. Okay? Some compounds which have their elements in a specific proportion are called pure compounds. For example, water, a compound that has hydrogen and oxygen in the proportion of 2:1. So in water, we have hydrogen and oxygen mixed in a proportion of, yes, keep your camera on. What is the proportion of water? In water, what is the proportion of hydrogen and oxygen? Yes, Bhuvan.
Ma'am,
What is the proportion? What is the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen in water?
homogeneous, ma'am.
It is homogeneous. What is the proportion? What is the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen? We all know that hydrogen and oxygen are there in the water, H2O. So what is the proportion of it? Yes, Tanushree, you can unmute yourself.
2:1, ma'am.
Good, 2:1. So the ratio, the proportion of hydrogen and oxygen in water is 2:1. A pure substance has identical properties. A pure substance has identical properties throughout. Okay, it has identical properties throughout the mixture. There is uniformity in color, in taste, in odor, and physical state and appearance also, irrespective of its quantity. Irrespective of its quantity, if you see a pure substance, if you want to tell about the pure substance, what is the pure substance? We are not, it is irrespective of its quantity. We are not measuring the quantity here. Quantity doesn't depend on the, it doesn't depend on the purity of the substance. What is actually purity of the substance? What is a pure substance? We are going through that. A pure substance has uniformity. It has uniform color, taste. Do you see various colors in water? Do you see water is colorful? Different types of colors in water? No. It is only a single, it is only one color. It doesn't have, it is tasteless. There is uniformity in color, taste, order. It might be anything. It might be water or any liquid. If it has uniformity in taste, uniformity in color, any liquid, if it has uniformity in color, uniformity in taste, order, physical state and appearance, then it will be a pure substance. Okay. So now if we see the characteristics of pure substances, for a liquid, it has a fixed boiling point. And for solid, it has fixed melting point. Do solid have boiling point? Do solid boil? No, only water boils. Liquid boils. Liquid is in a state of, water is in a state of liquid. So liquid can boil. Solid can boil? No, solid can melt. Like for example, ice cube. It melts. So the density throughout the substance is fixed. The density of a substance can be measured as mass per unit volume. I want you all to write it down, to note it down in your notebooks, children. Note down these points. From here, density throughout the substance is fixed. Write down the heading, characteristic properties of pure substances. Right from here, okay? Density throughout the substance is fixed. The density, write down all these. The density throughout the substance is fixed. The density, yes, Joshit? One second. Yes, Joshit. You've raised the hand.
Slow.
Yes, Joshit. What happened?
ఏదైనా హెల్ప్ కావాలా ఇయర్ ఫోన్స్ దొరికినాయా ఎట్లున్నాయి చిక్కులు ఉండేనా
Yes, I have unmuted you. You can unmute yourself.
Ma'am,
అబద్ధం చెప్తున్నప్పుడు నేను చేయదు
Just wait 1 second.
ఇట్లానే బ్లాక్ చేస్తాను వయసు
ma'am, we should write down.
1 second. In the class workbook, you have to write it down. Yes, Joshit. You have any doubts? Joshit?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, we should write down one answer, ma'am. Then is
Yes,
density mass.
yes. This one also. This.
Okay, ma'am.
All the 4 points you have to write it down. Okay. First, write down density throughout the substance is fixed. The density of substance can be measured as per unit volume. Okay, note it down. After that, note down density is equal to mass per unit volume, mass per volume. Density is equal to mass per volume. Unit for density is note it down. Yes, finished, children? Right till the last point. The boiling point of a pure liquid varies from its impure form. The boiling point of pure liquid varies from its impure form. Note down all the points. Finish, children? Finish? Okay. Yes, make it fast. Okay, so now we'll go through adulteration. Now we'll go through adulteration. Yesterday also we have discussed about adulteration. So we'll go through in detail about this topic. What is actually the adulteration is. Is finished everyone? Finished writing? I'm just changing the slide. Okay, finish. I'm changing the slide. Just 1 second, children. Yes, you all can see now. Okay, so we were discussing about the adulteration yesterday. So what is adulteration, children? Adulteration, food adulteration. Food adulteration is nothing but mixing the similar type of products, the cheaper products, cheaper substitutes in the original product, cheaper substitutes in the original product to make the quantity, to increase the quantity, and the cost will be less, but the quality and the purity will be very cheap. This is called as adulteration. Mixing of what adulteration actually is. What is the definition of adulteration? If you go through the definition, just read out this one. Mixing of inferior quality of substitutes with superior quality of substances is known as adulteration. Just read out this first line. Just 1 second. This one. If you see this line, if you read this line, you'll be able to understand what adulteration is. I just want to explain it to you in easy words. In easy words, if you want to understand, if you are mixing, like you're getting oil in the market, okay? If you're getting oil in the market, if you're buying very high quality of oil, cooking, you're using gold drop oil, isn't it? You use very high quality of oil. If you're going to see the cost, and if you're buying low cost products, if you're going to buy, oh, it is very costly, I just want to buy a low cost oil. So if you want to go and buy that low cost, what happens in that? The oil will be the oil will be of low cost, but the quality and purity will not be there. The quality and the purity will be very cheap, very, it will be mixed with very cheaper substitutes. It will be mixed with any other products, even oils, spices, or flours. They'll be mixed with any other substances which are not pure. So this is called as, it may affect our health. Our health will be spoiled if we eat those type of substitutes. So please be careful. You have to be careful. You have to see. Usually in the usually when you go to buy the packets, when you go to buy some food items, so you have to check the ag mark. You have to check the mark on that. The certified marks will be there. Food certification marks will be there on the packet. So the food items which are certified, we have to buy them. They maintain the quality and the purity also. We must not look at the cost. So we have to be very careful while buying these products, because there'll be adulteration. Adulteration will be there in these products which are of low cost, which are cheaper. Usually it is being done with the expensive good ingredients, and even with the fruits also. Fruits and vegetables, to increase its lifespan, what they'll do, they just spray some pesticides. Usually they do in mangoes. If they want to preserve, if they want to ripen the mangoes, if they want to ripen the fruits like banana or any type of fruit or vegetable, they'll be adding, they'll be keeping the fruits and vegetables in the carbide or any chemical. They'll be keeping them. They'll be wrapping them under these chemicals like carbide in order to make them ripen soon. So if these fruits and vegetables are ripened soon, then we are able to eat it. We are able to get it in the market soon. But it is very harmful to health. Okay? It is very harmful to our health. So mixing of inferior compounds is costly drug components. It could be very fatal. Fatal in the sense it is very harmful. It is very dangerous. Now understood what adulteration is? Now can you tell me? Please keep your camera. Tanushree, Srinika, keep your camera on. Agastya. Yes. Manogna, can you tell me now what adulteration is?
Ma'am,
What is adulteration?
mixing of inferior quality is called adulteration, ma'am.
Okay. Mixing of inferior quality in mixing of inferior quality of substitute with the superior quality of substances, with high quality of substances. They'll mix with high quality of substances. They'll mix some cheaper quality of substances, which is known as adulteration. Usually, your milkman brings milk for you, so he'll be adding some amount of water in that. It will not be pure. He'll be adding some chemicals also in that. We don't know whatever he adds. Nowadays, in the news, you'll be hearing, you'll be seeing the news, isn't it? You'll be seeing the news that in the news you'll be getting the adulteration. There is done even in the milk also. They'll be mixing some chemicals inside the milk, which becomes white in color. We cannot differentiate the color also. Okay, so it is called as adulteration. Okay, children. Now is it clear what adulteration is? Yes, Ronit.
The square of a negative.
Ronit. Are you there? Keep your camera on. Yes, Kanch.
Ma'am, can you explain again, ma'am?
Okay, I'll explain that. Mute yourself.
Ma'am,
Yeah, yes. Yes, who's this? Keep your camera on, children, so that I can see you all. Yes, who's this? Divishi, sit properly. Yes. Any doubts, children? I'll explain it once again. Keep your camera on. So adulteration is mixing of inferior quality substitutes. Mixing of inferior quality of substitutes with the superior quality of substances. What is meant by superior quality of substances? Superior quality in the sense very high quality, very rich quality of substances. Okay, so if we are just trying to see the cost, and if you just want to buy very cheap, very low cost substances, if you go to buy, if you are seeing the money, oh, it is very higher cost, so we have to go and buy. Why, what is the need of buying so much of why paying so much of money and buying that? Even we are getting in a low cost, we are getting that amount of, same amount of 1 kg of uh, oil packet. Or if you're seeing the cost, the quantity is same, why we have to buy that much high cost item? So if you're going to compromise in the sake of, if you're going to compromise for money, if you, for the money's sake, if you're going to buy any cheaper quality of uh, oil packets, then you have to compromise with your health. Your health will be spoiled, because that low cost oil packet may not be pure. It may be mixed with any cheaper quality of oil, any cheaper. Okay, even if you see these other products like um spices also, even you can see in the case of spices, flours, they'll be mixing so many other things in that. They'll be appearing, if for example, if you see the spices like red chili powder, or the flour like wheat flour, if you're going to buy it outside, we must not compromise. Loose packets also they'll sell, but we don't know what they are mixing in that. If you buy the pure products, even though they might be of high cost, we have to see the mark on it. Okay, we have to see the mark of quality. The mark of quality will be there at the back of the packet. A small dot will be there. I'll just show you now. Wait 1 second. What is the mark which is there? Just give me a second. I'll just show you. And even if you see in the case of fruits also, if you go and buy the fruits of cheaper quality, if you even in the case of any type of fruits or vegetables, for making the fruits and vegetables ripen quickly and to get in market the uh, higher quality or high amount of fruits and vegetables, because the population is very high, big population is more, so we need more number of vegetables, more number of fruits. So to get that, they are adding, they need to ripen all the vegetables, they are ripening all the fruits very quickly. To ripen them, they're adding chemicals. Okay, just 1 second. One second, children. I'm just showing it to you. Just give me a second.